Zayn. How are you doing, Elle? I'm doing alright. Are you looking forward to Payback? I don't know if I am. I haven't got that hype because I've been kind of not following too well lately. I've been watching little bits, but a lot of these matches, they look great on the card, and yet I feel really bad because I've kind of struggled to keep up the last couple of weeks. I think it's going to be, to be honest. Like, even though I say I'm not hyped for it, it's only because I haven't really been following it too much. But I don't know. I think this is one where we're going to see quite a few changes. I think in terms of like people winning championships and dropping them. Like the Miz, I see as a transitional champion, so I think that's probably a way to get the title to Cesaro. Then I think Kalisto Ryback. I think that's probably something we could see a title change in. And I would love a title change in the main event, but I don't see that one quite happening. How about you? Do you see any titles changing hands tonight? Hanses?
The WWE Universe letting them hear it. Expecting plenty of highlight reel material in this one.
See, I think I'd be disappointed if we did. I'm kind of hoping we get some changes and freshen things up because it's been so good lately since Shane took over. So I kind of want the freshness to kind of keep going. We've had new superstars. I want some new titles, new champions picking up these titles. I kind of speak to that. But like things like Charlotte, as much as I love her, I think she's had it for such a long time. I would like to see that kind of change hands as well. Yeah, I think it could be actually. I think going forward, I think this is the point where it kind of changes, and then Extreme Rules, that should kind of change from there. We should get new feuds starting. There's a few people in the chat now, so hello to everyone that's just joined. You'll have to let me know if the audio's working okay, because we're doing it through party chat for a change tonight. So let me know if that's alright. As we kick off this first match, we've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. What's your prediction for this? I think this is going to be an amazing match. I've loved everything these two have done. It has, and I like the fact that they've kind of gone back and they've like not just picked up what they've done in NXT, but everything else as well. Elle, might be a problem with the chat audio. I don't know if you want to check the party settings. Is your voice set to share? I think I am. Like this is usually what it's like in my head anyway. I'll usually have conversations with myself, and they usually go like this anyway, where I just answer myself. I'll just double check it as well. I think if you go into party settings, there's an option called allow your voice to be shared. They're not going to run off. They're going to enjoy this match as we get back into this action. So I think, we're talking Kevin Owens, we're talking Sami Zayn. What I really like about this is they've not just sort of brought up everything that they've done in NXT, but they've actually gone back and they've mentioned like growing up together. And I thought that's been so cool. They've done like a really good video package on it. And I think
I think that's like...
Yeah, go on.
Oh, go on. I think that's the best thing as well, because of like we don't have kayfabe and things anymore, because of social media and whatnot, we don't get like these really great feuds anymore, and I think this is what makes it so good, because instead of like hiding away like the real lives and stuff, they're actually like, incorporating it, and it's really good.
It is, it's really good that they do it. I think it always adds something to it when it's sort of personal and they bring that into it. So I don't know, I think that's the reason why I'm really invested in this. Plus, it doesn't feel like a WWE feud or rivalry, whatever you want to call it. It feels NXT. Like, it feels like this is a continuation of what they started there. So I think for that reason, if it's like what we got in NXT, that was such an amazing time. So going forward, WWE Payback, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, I think this could be match of the night.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Not only does it have like this great build-up, but it's also got like two of probably the best in the company.
They really are. They're two of the best the best. I was reading the comment there. They're probably the best divas on the roster. So Jose has just mentioned El Generico and Kevin Steen. So that's one of the things I was trying to look at. I like the fact that they've kind of gone back and they've kind of mentioned those guys without mentioning the names. But I think it's really cool. I think we're going to get a really good match. And like I say, I think this will be match of the night. But I think the people in the comments, let me know what you think about this, because I think match of the night. What do you think? Who's going to pick up the win? Is it going to be Kevin Owens or is it going to be Sami Zayn? Elle, who are you going? Are you going Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn on this one?
I think I might swerve a different way. I think that we probably won't get a winner. I think maybe it'll probably go over the top or something and out of control, maybe.
I think maybe. I think Kevin Owens, he's someone that always kind of, when Sami Zayn's involved, he will take it outside. We'll probably get something like powerbomb on the apron.
Yeah.
Looking at the chat, it seems to be quite divided. Quite a lot of people going for Sami Zayn, quite a lot going for Kevin Owens. So Martin Watson's going Owens, War Joker goes Sami Zayn. It does look to be pretty much split down the middle. I think I'm probably...
Albert agrees with me.
I don't know whether to agree as well. I think it could be a case of DQ someone. In that case, I would probably go Sami Zayn winning by DQ.
That's kind of cheating, though.
How's that cheating?
Well, because it is.
I don't think that's cheating. I think that's like a perfect prediction. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with that. Sami Zayn to win by DQ.
I think I'm going to go for draw.
Draw, so they both get disqualified or counted out?
Yeah, something like... Yeah, probably a double count out or something.
I could maybe see that. I would actually like to see that if they go for an all-out brawl and just end up somewhere around the arena. Go-kart park, something like that. Something that we haven't seen for a while.
I think it's definitely one of the only feuds as well that could go on for months and months and you probably wouldn't get bored of it.
I think it is. I think it's going to go on for a while as well. I think Extreme Rules, looking forward to seeing what these two do. I'm actually really excited for that in the future. So I really do hope this does continue. And I think that's probably why we'll get a DQ this time. And it'll carry on from there.
Definitely.
So we've got a couple of people in the chat now. Kai's in there as well. Hey Kai, how are you doing? We've got Jamie Smith. Albert's in there again. Lots of people bringing in comments tonight. Guys, we want to know, which match are you most looking forward to tonight? Because we've got loads of good matches on the card. Elle, is there a particular match that you're really looking forward to?
I think, like, aside from the Divas match, I'd probably say it's the Owens and Sami Zayn match. I'm also kind of looking forward to Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. I think that feels really fresh, and I don't think, like, neither of them are overshadowing each other. You've got, like, Dolph Ziggler, the technical one, and then Baron Corbin, kind of like that, kind of like how Kane is and things, like demolishing him and things, and I think that's done really well. It's just a shame that it's been pushed to the pre-show.
Is it now on the pre-show then, is it?
Yeah, which I kind of think is probably a dumb move because Baron Corbin's only kind of new, and if you do miss the pre-show, then you're going to miss out on what probably will be like an awesome match.
See, I find that a strange move. Whenever they bring up someone, I think it's important to have them on the main show. It seems weird actually putting them on the kickoff show. So I don't see how that's going to help Corbin. I think that kind of devalues him a little bit. Guys, let me know in the chat, what do you think of that? Should it be on the main card? And what is your predictions for it? I think it's got to be a Corbin win. Surely we kind of have Ziggler win.
I don't know. I might really I think this is another one that could probably go all over the place, but I think I'm going to go with Baron.
I think it makes sense. I think Corbin's going to come in. He's going to get the win on this one to pick it up. Get him off to a good start. Like you say, he'll probably go outside, throw people on the barricade, take them out outside and then throw them back in the ring, because that's what he done on Sandow this week on SmackDown, I think it was, and he won that in a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, winning this match in the simulation, we've got Kevin Owens taking out Sami Zayn, pop a powerbomb. Kevin Owens gets the victory. So maybe it could be Kevin Owens after all.
Oh, it's a tough one.
So we've covered 2 matches on there. We might as well stick with the pre-show, because we've also got Kalisto and Ryback on the pre-show. So this one is for the United States Championship. I actually kind of want to see Ryback win it, which sounds really weird because I'm not a big Ryback fan at all.
Yeah, it does sound really weird.
But I do want some change, and I actually thought these two had a decent match at WrestleMania. But they won the pre-show then, and no one was actually in the arena. Like, the crowd was completely empty. It must have been so weird, sort of watching it on TV, because when I was there and I was looking at it, it was like, is this really starting? Because the arena is literally empty at this point. How do you see it going tonight?
I really want Kalisto to win. I kind of want to see the Sin Cara thing pull off. Like, I know there was like a bit of tension and things, but obviously a few things have gone on since then, and I still don't think Ryback's good enough, like, charisma-wise to be a champion, so I really hope Kalisto wins again.
Oh, see, I don't like Ryback, and there's people in the chat that agree with this. Extreme Experience is, I don't like Ryback, but I want him to win. That's kind of how I feel, and that is, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I'll try and explain it. Because as much as I don't like Ryback, I want to give him a chance to see how he does fare as a champion. I think that's...
But you said this months ago, and he let you down again.
Well, he lets everyone down, doesn't he, to be honest? I don't know, I think it'll be good just to see how he gets on as a champ, and if it does work or not. I think if he doesn't get it, and they keep with Kalisto, it's like, who do you kind of give it to? Because I don't see Kalisto keeping it.
There's, like, I think there's a lot of people like Tyler Breeze and whatnot, who have come up to the roster, probably like Zack Ryder and things, that you could have instead of Ryback, and I think they'd probably put on better matches than Ryback, to be fair.
I agree with you. Like, I want to agree with you. I want to go Kalisto, but at the same time, I don't know. It's a strange one. I can really see Ryback win this, because Kalisto's had it for a little while, and I think it's one of them titles where you can change hands with it. I'm gonna go for the big guy, Ryback.
The only thing I do worry about is that if Kalisto does lose, then like what happens to him, because he's been so awesome. I just hope he doesn't go like to the back of the queue and he just gets left behind again.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I haven't followed this, I don't actually know what's going on with this, but is he still teaming with Sin Cara? Because I thought that might be a feud that would get over the US title, and if that was the case, forget Ryback, get him out there. I don't want Ryback. He can lose tonight. As long as we get Kalisto and Sin Cara, I would prefer that.
Well, it was teased and things, and I think one of them was injured, like, because I haven't followed it too close. Like, I've watched snippets, but there was definitely tension there, and it was teased and things, but I think Sin Cara just forgets where he's supposed to be and just doesn't turn up now and again.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Albert says giving Ryback a title is like giving an alcoholic access to a free bar. It's only going to end badly. So, yeah, I do kind of agree. You've got to give him a chance, though. That's what I say. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe I've been drinking too much tonight and it's just gone straight to my head. We've got lots of people in the chat now, so hello everyone that has just joined. Hello to Goldie. Goldie's in there as well, so part of the Eva Revolution.
Goldie. No comment on that one.
I didn't think so. We're going to go main event here. We're going to go AJ Styles against Roman Reigns. So this is the simulation that's up at the moment. Guys, let me know in the comments, is AJ Styles going to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tonight? Or is Roman Reigns going to retain and get booed out of the building? But could we get saved? Could we see the Banner Club, the Bullet Club, any other kind of club? I think Michael Cole actually says that Anderson and Gallows were in a club with Styles in Japan, but he didn't actually clarify anything. So I don't know if they're out clubbing, partying. Nobody seems to know. Elle, what do you see happening tonight?
I definitely think that the club, if that's what we're going to call them, I definitely think they're going to be involved, but I don't think it's going to be as clear cut as them siding with AJ, because I know like there was backstage things and they're all saying, oh, we've got each other's back and whatnot, but I don't know, I think I think it might be a total swerve, and then we're going to get probably Finn Balor come up and him take over the club and side against AJ or something.
I think that's going to be the case. They've been too pally with AJ, and him calling them off and them still turn on. It seems classic that it's going to be a case of they come out and you think they're going to help AJ, but they turn on him. And I think that's probably what's going to be the case tonight. And then it brings up Balor. And if they do bring up Balor as the leader, then I guess Balor Club kind of makes sense. Even though I'd love to see Bullet Club, it is just a name, so I guess it doesn't mean too much. But in terms of people in the chat, it seems quite divided again. There's lots of people saying AJ, lots of people saying no, that he's not going to win it. I don't think he's going to win it. I don't see Reigns dropping it just yet. I think Reigns is going to keep it for quite a while. I think this is probably going to lead to AJ and I guess Balor, if he comes up as the leader. We'll probably get like some kind of feud between them, and then that'll push Balor into the main event to take on Roman Reigns. I don't know, it's a strange one, because I thought Bullet Club coming up originally, it would be all about the WWE title and capturing that. Because Reigns the champion though, I don't see him actually dropping it.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Like, I know a lot of people in the chat are going to say like AJ loses because of the interference and things, and I probably think that's the way it's going to go. And I think it'll probably kind of save Roman as well, because I know a lot of people don't want Roman the champion, but at the same time he's going to lose, so...
Yeah, I really don't want Roman Reigns as the champion, but I guess because the rest of the card has been so good, it's like I don't have to worry about the main event, because like I said, we've got Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, all these other guys that's just coming up. If we get AJ and Balor, and that's on the main roster as well, then I'm not really too fussed for who Roman Reigns takes on. I don't know, it's a strange one. It's like I should care about the championship, but the championship isn't really on my mind. It's the matches and the superstars in them that I'm kind of thinking about at the moment.
Well, Roman didn't care about the title that much, so why would you?
Yeah, Roman doesn't care anyway. It's just a strap he puts over his shoulder. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just the guy holding the belt. So we've got a few more people in there. Demon's in there. He says he's going with me on that one. Critic's in there. Hey, Critic, how you doing? Goldie actually corrected us before. He says he's not part of the Evolution. He just wanted to stress that and make sure he had no association with Eva Marie whatsoever.
At least I've got Goldie on my side.
Yeah, I'll probably go your side as well. I'm not the biggest Eva fan. Right, so we've kind of talked about this a little bit. Would you be happy, and this goes to the people in the chat as well, would you be happy if Roman Reigns won tonight, but we did get something to do with Finn Balor? Some kind of Bullet Balor Club debut?
Not really.
Would it not save it? Would it still have that like sad ending like WrestleMania, where Roman Reigns just completely ruins the entire show?
No, I think it definitely would improve it, but I just really don't want Roman as a champion. He's so dull, and I won't go like a Roman bashing thing, but I want like a champion who's passionate and things, and he just doesn't have it, whereas so having someone like AJ, at least he's got this passion and things, so, and who better than like Finn Balor to kind of lead to the dethroning of Roman Reigns, so that of course would save it.
Yeah, I kind of go with that as well. The only thing I would say is, do you think they'll actually give AJ Styles the chance to win the championship anytime soon? Or do you think it's going to be something that we're kind of waiting on for quite a while?
It's like an odd one, because I think if AJ wasn't to catch it now, it's probably like a high chance that he probably either won't or it'll be like a really long time.
I think it's probably going to be a while. I don't think he'll win it anytime soon. I think because he's that guy that's come from TNA, and he is pretty much missed at TNA, for that reason, I don't think they're really going to do it. I don't think they're going to give him the chance to win it. It'd be so cool if they did, though, and I think it's something they kind of need to stop doing. But I think for that reason, that's why, like, sort of myself, and a lot of people in the chat as well, kind of say the same thing.
I think that's a shame, because we don't really get that unpredictability. Like, years ago we'd have had like title changes here, there and everywhere, but now it's like you can almost predict when it is going to happen, and it's kind of sad. So I'd love like a total swerve, but I don't think we're going to get it, not tonight at least.
Yeah, I don't think we will. So, looking at the comments, Anand says he's been a Balor fan for a long time, since ICW, so he wants to see Balor win. Let's see what else we've got in there. Critic says, fuck Payback. It's all about Camp WWE because that is going to be on fire. Apparently that's going to be lit tonight. Are you going to be watching that?
I'm definitely going to. I probably won't watch it tonight because I'll be knackered by the time Payback finishes, but it's definitely something like I'm really looking forward to.
It does look pretty interesting. I think I'm going to definitely have to check that out. It looks really good from sort of the previews that they've put out, and I'm sure we'll get quite a few previews tonight. So it's something I definitely am going to have to check out. Arturo mentions Charlotte and Natalia. So obviously, as a big Divas fan, you're going to be concentrating on this tonight. Is it finally Natalia's time? Is she going to take the title away from the Nature Girl in Charlotte?
I think she probably should because I know a lot of people wanted Sasha to win, but I think having Flair, the name Flair alone, is the first ever new women's champion is great, and then why not have the Heart as well? Having that sort of lineage in the title would be amazing because I think Natalia is probably another one who, if she doesn't get the title now, she probably won't ever. And I think we've still got time for people like Becky and Sasha to get the title, but I think after all the hard work Natalia's put in, that it'd be perfect for her to get it tonight.
I totally agree on that. I've been a big fan of Natalia. I think the one time that I really realised how good she was I think it was the first takeover when she took on Charlotte. And every time they've had a match since, it's been an amazing match. And I've always felt, Natalia got left out of this Divas Revolution, and now she's getting the chance. I actually really want to say I win it, but then at the same time, I'm like everyone else. I want to see Sasha and Becky get that opportunity. When Charlotte's had hers, I think they're the ones to get it next. And then there's Bayley waiting in the rings ready to come up as well. I would like to see Natalia get this and just get that chance to be that women's champion for the first time, get out of the way, and then move on to the new talent. Because Natalia is kind of the old guard. She's been there for such a long time now. But just like Zack Ryder, winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, which nobody expected, I think it'd be a really cool moment just to sort of give her that chance to become that champion once again. And then if you want to focus on the new talent, go for that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even mind if, say Natalia won it tonight and then lost it, even just a few weeks or, I don't know about Raw, but, I wouldn't mind if she didn't have it too long. I just think she definitely deserves some sort of reign, and I don't know, because I'm a huge fan of Charlotte, and I know, a lot of people aren't, so I'm, really torn.
It's a hard one, because I do like Charlotte as a heel, but like I said earlier, I think we always seem to have Divas champions that hold the title for so long.
Yeah.
And Charlotte is going that way as well. So for that reason, I kind of want her to drop it. Just to kind of keep things fresh. Even if Natalia's reign is a short one, and it could be a way to transition to somebody else. I want to see her drop the title tonight. So I'm going to go Natalia on this one.
I think I'm probably going to go with Charlotte as well, because something I noticed from SmackDown is, I think it was Cole, he said that her reign still continued from last September, which is kind of weird because I'd have thought it started day one, but apparently it's still the number that it was before. So I think we're probably going to see Charlotte take over Nikki Bella's reign, possibly.
I think so. Whatever reign, I don't know if they'll refer to it though, will they? As the longest reigning champion, because this is technically a new championship. So whatever she sets, she's going to be longest reigning.
Well, I would have said that, but like you say, with them saying that on SmackDown, I'm not sure now, and I think Charlotte's definitely deserving of having the longest reign.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally go for that. I think the only thing that puts us off is because we had such a long reign recently. Aside from that, one person we haven't mentioned is Bret the Hitman Hart. How do you see him in this? Do you think he'll be someone that gets involved in it much? Because I don't know what to expect from Bret. We're seeing Rick get involved quite a lot, but I don't know. Bret, I've got a feeling Bret's just going to stand at ringside and look pretty miserable.
Yeah, he is a miserable sergeant. No disrespect, because he has gone through a hard time, but he never really does anything. Whereas Rick, you're always guaranteed some sort of laugh, or a lot of people hate on him. Whereas Bret, he doesn't really do much.
He doesn't. He always limits it. I mean, in fair play to him, it's because he's not as agile as he used to be because of all these problems. But I think it's a bad move, kind of. Well, I don't know, I kind of disagree with myself before I even say it there, but I think it's a good and a bad move, because it's good to have him on there, have that name and associate it with Natalia and the Women's Championship, and like you say, a flair and a heart as this new Women's Champion. I think that's really cool, but at the same time I think it's a bad move because he can't do a lot, and I think that does kind of limit what we'll actually see.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on this stream, we've got the result for Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, and it says Roman Reigns picking up the victory via Superman punch.
Before we do finish concluding the Natalia one, a lot of people I noticed in chat mentioned Seth Rollins, and there's huge rumours that Seth's going to be there. Maybe we'll get the Balor Club versus the Shield, and maybe they'll get back together.
Now that would be really cool. I was going to bring that up next because there's a few people who've been mentioning that. They've also mentioned AJ Lee returning. I think that's something I can't quite see tonight, maybe in the future.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But I think, I don't know what the source is for these Seth Rollins rumours, but if that does happen, I think that'd be really cool, especially if we got the Shield going up against the Balor Club. I think that is dream match scenario.
Who knows, maybe John Cena will just turn up.
Maybe. He said May 30, but apparently he does things a lot quicker than people say. He was told he was out 9 months and he's back in 5. So saying May 30, he's probably going to show up tonight, win the championship, set new records. Who knows? It is John Cena. So what do you think on that? Do you think there's a possibility we could see Seth Rollins tonight?
I think there's definitely a huge possibility, and having the pay-per-view called Payback as well, I think it could lead to a lot of things. Like I said, obviously we've got this Stephanie and Shane thing as well. There's a lot of feuds in there that could define the future of WWE. So I definitely think we're going to see a few returns and probably a whole change of dynamics.
I think it's one of them shows where we could actually get that. I think there is a good chance for it. Looking at the chat, there's a lot of people actually mentioned this as well. So ITFC078 says, what's going to happen with Vince McMahon? What's going to happen? Is a brand split going to happen? Who's he going to choose? Is he going to choose Steph? Is he going to choose Shane? Who do you see becoming the next general manager of Raw, or potentially SmackDown as well?
Well, I think I'm with a lot of people. I think we're going to see a brand split, and I definitely think Shane's going to run Raw well and make all these awesome decisions. Although I think we all know it's creative.
We'll kind of give Shane all the credit for this.
I don't know, because I'm a huge fan of Stephanie. Yet I have loved all the Shane stuff. So,
See, I like the way they're going with it. Me and you, obviously, and everyone in the chat, we all know it's not Shane's doing, but he's getting all the credit for it. And he's sitting there taking it, he's like, yeah, this is all me. This is all Shane O'Mac. This is what you'll get if I'm running Raw. And even though we know it's not Shane, it's hang on, I like this. I'm associating it with Shane. I want Shane to be the new manager of Monday Night Raw. I do want to see that, but at the same time, I kind of hope we get a brand split. I can't speak tonight. Demon says he hopes he gets one as well. Would you be up for that? Would you be up for a brand split?
You know, if you'd have asked me a few months ago, I'd have said yeah, but I think I've possibly changed my mind recently. I think I could probably go without.
I'm kind of undecided on it. I really thought it would be cool, and it'd be something that would work really well, because I always thought when we had the brand split, it made certain superstars such as Edge and other people, John Cena as well, he was huge on SmackDown. I think it'd be really cool. It'd really make a lot of stars, especially when you've got all the talent that's there now, and it gives them a chance to go up. It does mean we'll get another World Heavyweight Championship, or a WWE Championship alongside that, but at the same time, I don't know if I want two titles, and it makes it awkward again for pay-per-views, because I think last time we had sort of brand-specific pay-per-views, so you didn't know if it was going to be Raw or SmackDown. It was a bit awkward. The only thing I would say is I think there is a good chance of it happening, because if you think NXT is a brand of its own, and it's got its own specials, and that works, and it's not live, so it shows that you can have a taped show like SmackDown is, and it still be a success. But because it's main roster, I don't think SmackDown's ever going to be the same as Raw until it's sort of live on Tuesdays. And unless they want to do that, which they probably won't because of the cost of it, I think that might stop them from going down the brand split route.
Yeah, I think I'd only enjoy it more if it was like WWE versus NXT, which it was kind of rumoured, but I don't know, I think Raw versus SmackDown probably wouldn't work as good as it used to.
I don't think it will. I think, like you said, going up against NXT, I think that'd be so much better. I'm sure you actually mentioned a while ago, we used to have, was it Bragging Rights, the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you mentioned in the past about bringing that back and having NXT kind of go up against the main roster. I would like to see that. I think that's something that really would work. And we don't really need a brand split for that. It could be like a one-off special.
Yeah, even if it was like a one-off thing like every year to kind of like showcase the NXT people.
I think that would be really good. I actually like look forward to seeing that. I've just realised I've put myself in this match. I was going to put it as computer to see who we got. But I'm going to be taking on as
now you're
Natalia.
going to be biased.
I'm going to have to go Charlotte here. Or I could just let my prediction come true and let Natalia pick up the win. So I'm trying to look at the chat as well. Guys, hello to everyone that's just joined. We've got a lot of new people joining there. What do you think on the brand split? Is it going to be Shane McMahon? Is it going to be Steph? Or will we get this brand split? Elle, what was your prediction on this?
There's also like a really huge rumour, and I'm only going to take it as a rumour, but a lot of people were saying that they'd try to contact Eric Bischoff, so who knows, maybe we'll get like a total like swerve, and I'm not saying it would be Eric Bischoff, but maybe we'll get someone else.
I never actually thought of that. Would you like to see that? Someone like an Eric Bischoff?
Definitely. I think he'd kind of bring that like fiery GM role that I know Stephanie and that are like that, but they're not always around, whereas if you got Eric Bischoff, who doesn't do a great deal now, like have him run the show and be that asshole, basically.
It'd be really cool actually to see someone like the Bish back. What about Paul Heyman as a general manager?
Yeah, I definitely love Paul Heyman. There's a lot of people who, probably even people like in wrestling spots, that you could probably put in that role.
There's so many people. Jamie Smith says, imagine Mick Foley. Can you remember Commissioner Foley?
Yeah, Commissioner Foley, he was great. That was the thing, like, you had people changing spots like that, and we don't really see that now. Like, even in regards to general managers, even those have kind of gone now.
That is kind of the thing. Since the Authority come in, we haven't got any of these kind of other ones, and we've had some great ones in the past. Foley, William Regal. I always loved his kind of feud as the commissioner against Jericho and the tea incident. I won't mention that any further, but that was really cool. I loved that kind of, just what goes on between like two different people when you've got a different general manager in there.
Yeah.
Because the Authority thing went on for so long, I think it got so boring that it didn't really make a difference what the superstar was that was going up against them. It was just a case of, I want the manager to actually change as opposed to the superstar.
Yeah, and I think because the Authority's gone on for so long, I kind of think they lost what the initial thing with the Authority was, and hopefully if they are out of power, like, come tonight, hopefully when they do come back, they can kind of, like, reinvent them and make them as good as they were when they first started out.
Hopefully. I think it is time for a change, and maybe if we get that, it is time to sort of freshen things up. We've got the J-Man in the chat. Hello to the J-Man. Vinny says, what about The Rock? I can't quite see this, but what about The Rock as a GM?
I'd like that, but I don't think he's got enough time for that.
The most electrifying GM in sports entertainment.
See, I would have loved someone like Stone Cold, like he did years ago. That was awesome, but I think he's another one where he wouldn't have time as well.
Yeah, I think we can safely rule The Rock out. Nixonator says, what about Theodore Long?
I love Teddy Long.
See,
I definitely love that.
Teddy Long is the GM, and the first match he can make, we talked about it, the Shield against the Balor Club. He loves a good tag team match.
Yeah, he can make it a tag team match.
So there we go, we've sorted it out. We've got Teddy Long as the GM, and we've got the Shield against the Balor Club. So Payback is looking pretty good at the moment.
Would you want them to do the whole like lottery thing that they did years ago, like when Ric Flair, who knows, maybe Ric Flair could be like someone, because he was awesome when he came in as a GM, and they had the whole lottery thing where I see who gets who, and I think that in itself would be like a yearly event.
Oh, with the draft. See, I didn't even think about that, but obviously, yeah, if we had a brand split, then we could actually have the draft come back. And I think that was really cool, just seeing who would get drafted where. Although it did break my heart, being a huge fan of the Hardy Boys, when they actually got separated for the first time.
Yeah, that's the only thing, like, you have, like, awesome teams, like, probably someone like, Enzo and Big Cass, they'd be split up straight away. But then again, things like that can always link to someone being awesome, like Edge and things, so...
It's going to be interesting to see what they go with. I think everyone's kind of thinking it's going to be Shane or Steph, but as you mentioned, it'd be good if we got something different, and it kind of gives away something out of the blue that we weren't expecting.
Vinny says maybe Daniel Bryan. Like, I was originally thinking that in my head, but I don't think he'd work as a general manager.
He'd just want to give the fans everything that they want. Like, he wouldn't want to like do anything different. I don't know. I could maybe see it happening. I think it is like a big possibility, and we had him taken off the events that he was doing. So maybe there's something there. Maybe they had bigger plans from him. Maybe. I think that's actually a possibility.
Or maybe because it's in Chicago, maybe we'll get CM Punk.
CM Punk. How amazing would that be? He'd book himself straight in the WrestleMania main event, even though it's like, what, 9 months away? He finally gets that moment. That's all what it's for. Vince's good pal, CM Punk. He said he texted him in the middle of the night, so, there is a connection there.
J-Man said, what about Vince's other child, Hornswoggle?
Hornswoggle, of course. He's got to keep his son happy, hasn't he? I don't know. Hornswoggle's already had his chance, though. He was the anonymous GM.
Or maybe we'll get, like, total random thing and have, like, the McMahon's, like, daughter, the other one. Is it Marissa or something?
Oh, yeah,
who
Marissa.
Never gets mentioned or anything.
Yeah, Marissa McMahon, I guess, now.
Oh,
See,
Linda's
she's
not
been
doing
completely
anything.
forgotten.
Have Linda come in?
Linda McMahon coming to save the day. I don't know, she always seems to like delegate someone else. I'm sure she's who put Foley in charge. I don't know if I'd want to see Linda in there. Like, ever since she went down this campaign to become state governor, she kind of got a bit weird. I think she's the reason for
that
PG.
could be her role.
I hate Linda McMahon. She brought in PG. It's all her fault. Let's blame Linda McMahon for everything.
While we talk about, like, the PG a second, what do you make of Cena saying he wants a lot more blood?
I thought that was quite interesting when he said that. He said that it kind of makes the matches and it makes them feel a lot more, didn't he? I agree with him. I think it does. It adds a lot to a match when you get blood. Like, I kind of think of a Ric Flair match without him having to face that, and he looks like he's just like some kind of zombie apocalypse or something. I think it adds to a match if it's done right, as long as you don't get it all the time. But like Cena says, I would agree with that. I think it'd be cool if they kind of brought that back. And Extreme Rules coming up, I think that's one of the pay-per-views where if you see blood, it adds to it because it makes you think, damn, this is extreme.
I definitely agree. I think it coming from someone like Cena, who knows, maybe we'll eventually get that sort of change, but I just thought it was really interesting for Cena to come out with it and not someone else.
Yeah, I think it'd be like cool. Yeah, I think Cena coming out with that and saying that it's not expected. It's weird him saying it, but he's got some pull, so maybe him saying that might actually make it happen. What I will say is I hate the fact when they stop a match because of blood.
Oh no, you're not one of those who like complains about like all the gloves and things, are you?
No, not so much the gloves and things. I can understand that, but it's like when you're getting into a match and then it stops and it's like, oh, I just want to see it carry on. Fair enough, they may be dying and they may be in a lot of pain, but I paid me $9.99 to watch a wrestling match, and I don't want to be disappointed. Tim Ruin says Dixie Carter for GM.
I was just going to comment on that. I think that'd be like hilarious, and who knows, maybe WWE have bought TNA because that's been like on the market for a few weeks now.
You know what? It actually makes some sense. Tim, I'll give you credit for this because I think you may have worked this out. Maybe that's why we're seeing all these TNA stars come in. We've got Austin Aries,
exactly.
We've got Eric Young, AJ Styles, positioned for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Dixie Carter is going to be revealed as the person behind all of this.
It was her all along.
It was her all along. She's gone the Vince McMahon route. She's learnt a lesson. Man, how amazing would that be? Dixie Carter's bought WWE. That's what it is. It's gone the opposite way.
I'd definitely love to see Ethan Carter. I think he'd be like phenomenal. Now he's kind of got like his groove and things. I think he'd only excel in WWE.
I think so. I think if Ethan Carter come back, I think he's someone that could get pushed a hell of a lot. That'd be like so good to see as well, because he's done so well in TNA. I think getting a chance in WWE is something that in the future I think we'll definitely see.
Fingers crossed.
So looking at the match card, we kind of went a little off topic, so we'll get back on things. We've got a few matches to cover, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you for quick predictions on this. So if you just give us your prediction for it. So first one that we've got The Miz with Maurice against Cesaro for the Intercontinental Championship. What's your prediction on this one?
I'm going to go for Cesaro. I think for all I want the Miz to win, I think Cesaro kind of needs a title again.
I agree with that. I'm definitely going Cesaro on this. I'm going James Bond on this as he comes out. I like The Miz as the champion with Maurice. I think it's been really cool, but I think it's probably been a way to get the title off Ryder, pass it to a heel, so then we're going to have a face win it, and I think Cesaro fits that bill. So that'll be really cool to see. So we're going the same on that one. Next, we'll have a match that's on stream at the minute. We've got Dean Ambrose, Chris Jericho. What's your prediction on this?
It's weird because I haven't really followed this one too much. I'd probably say Dean Ambrose.
I would probably agree with that one. I think Jericho took the loss at WrestleMania, not because he was drunk as usual, but because he's got that loss there. No, he took the win, sorry, at WrestleMania, and he's now set up to take a loss tonight. So I think that's probably how it's going to go. I can't see them giving Dean Ambrose another loss. I think he's going to win this, and then maybe he'll get pushed into sort of the main event again. It's a strange one. He gets pushed, and then he comes straight back down.
Dean Ambrose has had like a lot of like filler feuds, and I think if the Shield are going to reunite, that's kind of the perfect way to like put him in the forefront again without like him falling back and forth and things.
Yeah, I think that would work pretty well. So I think we're going to agree on that one. The last one, kind of the last one, we've got Enzo Amore and Big Cass against the Vaudevillains, and then the winner of that goes on to face the New Day. So first up, what's your prediction on this match, and do you see them beating the New Day?
I'm like super duper torn on this, and I can't, because like I like Enzo Amore and things, but I kind of think they don't need a title yet. I think I'd much rather someone like the Vaudevillains, who have been a complete underdog. Like, I didn't even think they'd get this far. I think give those the title, because I kind of think they're probably the two that are going to need the title more than those.
I think we'll probably see the Vaudevillains get it. I would love to see Enzo and Cass, but I think they might hold off on it. I would prefer that. You know what? I'll actually predict that. I'll go Enzo and Cass on this one, but I think I'm probably going to end up disappointed, sadly. I don't think the New Day will lose the titles though. Whoever wins, do you think they'll keep them, or?
I think I'm at the stage now, like I predicted a few months ago, that at some point like I'd want them to drop it. I think this is probably the perfect time for them to lose.
I think it's a good time for them to actually lose it. I don't know. I'm torn because I really like the New Day, even though they have gone like really PG at the moment. I don't know. It's a strange one. I don't want them to lose. Well, I kind of do, actually, now I think about it. I don't know. I'm undecided on this. They have. I think if they lose it, it kind of gives them a chance to freshen things up again a little bit more and be in the chase for it. So, yeah, I'm going to go whoever wins to win the titles as well.
So you just totally stealing my prediction.
Yeah, I went one way and then I heard what you were doing. I was like, that makes more sense. So I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely go with that as well, but I'm going to go with the Vaudevillains instead.
Cool. So we're both going... I don't know. I might go with Vaudevillains. No, I won't. I'll keep it the same. So I'll go Enzo Cass. So you go with Vaudevillains. And then, did we both say New Day drop the titles then? Is that how we're going?
Yeah, I'm going to go with New Day to lose.
Right, so I'm going to copy you. I'm going to go New Day to lose as well. I think that pretty much covers the card. So we've done well. We've got through that quite quick. I did hear that the pre-show's on now. So we've got the first match on there. Baron Corbin against Dolph Ziggler. So what we're going to do is pretty much wrap this stream up. We'll just see who comes out on top as Chris Jericho takes on Dean Ambrose. It's been a pretty even match so far.
It's definitely like one I really want to get into. I think that feud as well should go like for a while. They've got amazing chemistry.
I think it probably will go on like quite a bit. I'm just trying to look through the comments, just see what what else people are saying, because Laurel is mentioning Maurice and her returns. What do you think of Maurice since she's back? Are you liking her with the Miz?
I like her, but like it seems like her French is like being really watered down. Like I just thought she was putting it on. I don't feel like anyone else has noticed it, but I think her English is like a lot stronger now, and I kind of don't like the French character. I just want it to be a bitch.
You just want her to be full on bitch, don't you?
Yeah, like, I don't care what language she speaks, just be a bitch.
Do you think that's what we'll see on Total Divas? Because I'm sure she's part of that now, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, according to things online, that's the only reason she's come back. And I think someone like Maurice is going to excel in Total Divas, but I kind of want her to bring that to the show now.
I would like to see that. It'd be a bit more edgy as well, like this edgier product we're supposed to be getting. It kind of brings it into that division as well. So
Yeah.
I like where they're going with it, but like you said, just be a bitch. I want to see Maurice as a total bitch on this. Thanks to Albert for his comments. Loves the streams. Final predictions, and Elle, anything else you can see happening at Payback?
Not really. I think we're going to get the brand split, and then possibly the Bullet Club turn up, maybe Finn Balor debut, but I think that's probably about it. I can't see any other major thing. We could get someone like Randy Orton returning, who knows?
Randy Orton's a possibility, now you mentioned that, because he has been said to return for quite a while. So I could maybe see that. I don't know where he would fit in though. I can't remember who he was feuding with when he actually got injured.
I kind of think it's strange as well, thinking about that the Whites are the post children for like this pay-per-view, and yet they're nowhere in sight.
That's another good point. I didn't even realise the Wyatts aren't on this. I know it's because like pretty much all of them are injured, but apparently there was big plans for Bray Wyatt going forward, and that's why he was on the Payback poster. And then the injuries kind of changed that. So it'll be interesting to see if they do kind of turn up. Maybe we'll get the Wyatt family in the main event, going up against the Bullet Club.
Who knows, maybe we'll get a few new factions, especially if a brand split is coming, who knows?
I think it's a good time to do it. Like, we're still in that sort of phase after WrestleMania where things kind of change around a bit, so there is the possibility for that. I was just kind of confused by the stream here, because Dean Ambrose hit the Dirty Deeds, and then he went for some kind of weird submission instead of pinfall. Craziness.
Dean Ambrose wouldn't do something strange.
He's an absolute lunatic. I should not have doubted him. Yeah, Goldie mentions it's like Botchamania. It's wonderful over here.
And that's without us like messing up every 2 seconds.
Well, you say that, but I can't speak tonight. I've messed up so many words,
Yeah,
and
neither can I.
I'm sure I'll do it a lot more. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you hoping for to see at Payback. Is there anything in particular you really want to see? I know a lot of people have mentioned sort of the main event and getting the Bullet Club or the Balor Club. I don't know what to call them. I keep saying the Bullet Balor Club, the club, in the club. It's weird. I don't know what to expect.
Maybe they'll be calling the lads, and that'll be like their official thing.
They can't be the lads. The League of Nations, the lads.
He turned out to be total tripe like everyone predicted, but who knows?
Well, now they've broke up, it means we get 3 matches with them every single week. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And that'll be bloody brilliant.
It's weird because usually when I'm watching Raw, if the League of Nations come on, that's usually the point where I go to bed. Now I've got 3 matches to kind of sit through. Gryffindor says, what about the Smack Talks Club? I like the idea of that.
Oh, the Revolution. Never mind your club, I've got my own.
There we go, the Revolution. It's all about the Revolution. The Revolution.
Start that, like, I'm going to take, like, both sorts. I'm going to be the new general manager, and then I'm going to, like, have my club debut sorted.
There you go, you can be the new GM. You can be Vince's choice tonight. We've got a result in this match.
Everything.
We'll have Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, and we've had Chris Jericho pick up the win via moonsault.
It looks like you might be onto a winner there then.
Maybe. So, guys, I think that is going to pretty much wrap up this stream. I want to thank everyone for joining it tonight. It's been so cool seeing everyone in there. And obviously, enjoy Payback. Elle, I hope you enjoy Payback. Are you going to be drinking anything tonight?
No, I think I've had enough drink this weekend.
Taking a little bit of a break tonight.
Yeah, it's my night off.
Is there anything you want to quickly promote before we head off into the sunset?
I've got my Payback Through the Years, which is still ongoing now until midnight. So if anyone likes to watch all the Divas matches, definitely check that out. Other than that, it's just daily Divas match, and my Divas career mode is worth checking out.
Yeah, and definitely
Didn't even get it out.
well, definitely check out Career Mode because it's been really cool to see. It's not often, well, I don't think anyone else is doing a Divas Career Mode, so it's definitely you want to check out. Definitely check that out. What I'll do is I'll update the description. I'll put Elle's channel link in there, so make sure to check that out, see all the content that's on there, and like I say, stay tuned to the Smack Talks channel this week because I've got a couple of community showcases ready. There's going to be a couple of top 10s, and Thursday night I'm going to do Throwback Thursday. We're going to be doing some kind of stream, but I don't know which game we'll be playing, so let me know in the comments or on Twitter. You can tweet us at Smack Network. Let us know what game you want to see. But aside from that, hope you all enjoy the pay-per-view. Elle, enjoy the pay-per-view. I still can't speak. Enjoy Payback. Enjoy Payback, guys. Have a great night. Until next time, I'll catch you later.
Bye.